Hey Gemini, welcome. What I'd like to do for you now is a 3-card spread, recent past, current situation, and moving forward, with a couple of clarifiers, and finally an oracle card. So let's get started. It looks like in the past, for perhaps a very long time, you've gone with the flow, maybe even, achieved the things that you're supposed to achieve. Get a job, get married, attempt to have a career. But you found a lot of brutal realities about going out into the world, and there has been something deep inside of you that has told you that that's not right, or that's not quite where you're supposed to be, or where you feel like you're completely valued. It looks like what you want to do is work on something, a project in which you're doing work that is incredibly emotionally fulfilling, and perhaps where you can be creative and really be seen for your depth, maybe your humor, your perspective on the world, because you haven't felt valued in the past. Even when you've tried to stay in line and do what you're supposed to do. There may be a deep part of you that wants to be famous, rich, have some kind of legacy of power and influence, and maybe you kind of hide it, and a lot of darkness from you comes from not being validated in that way, or not being seen, or there's fear of never putting your stamp on this world, which is a very legitimate fear when you feel like life has passed you by and you haven't achieved anything, even though you've done what you were supposed to do all along, or at least you felt you had. This kind of energy can, especially with the moon card, actually be a very destructive thing to not only your self-esteem, but how you relate to other people. It seems like how you are going to achieve any kind of success, especially for any kind of endeavor or project that you're taking on, is to remain in a state of reciprocity and receptiveness, and stay in tune with what is an actual act of generosity and benevolence on your part, rather than pursuing fame, which is not only fleeting, but it's a superficial metric for genuine success and fulfillment. I think you should stay in the spirit of nurturing authentically and genuinely in the process of creating something, rather than looking towards the end goal and allowing that to create potentially a lot of depression, because you're not seeing results, or seeing the results that you believe you're entitled to, because it's all about the journey, right? I'm going to pull an oracle card. (32) Moon. The slumbering moon, when it rises near, means that great honors are bound to appear. Intuition and perception soar in the night. Emotions wax and wane in the moon's light. Well, if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. So stay cognizant of how you really are perceiving a situation, or perceiving your world, or perceiving your legacy. And don't let feelings of inadequacy or shortcomings take you away from the end goal, which is creating authentically, which is being yourself for once. It's easier said than done to not let your emotions get the best of you. But in this moment in time, you might be so vulnerable from putting yourself out there creatively that it's hard to control. But just do your best to manage your emotions before they get out of control, and keep working. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. What are your thoughts? Thank you for spending time with me, and I hope to see you again. Take care. Cheers.